Nicole and Allison were best friends for about 6 years. They went through all of high school together, their first 2 years of college together, everything. They were literally inseparable. The two were always together, whether it was school, shopping, hanging out by the pool, going to family events together. They were always there. You could always assume that one would be there, and if one was going to go, the other one was there as well. As they got into their second year of college together, Nicole started dating someone. Nicole began to try to balance her time between the two. At some point, though, she wasn't able to be successful with that, and she struggled. Her new boyfriend was getting most of her attention, and Allison was on the bottom of the receiving line. Allison, she felt abandoned. She didn't know why she was being treated like this. She didn't know what she did to lose her best friend. Eventually, Nicole realized what was going on. She had to figure it out on her own. And she did her best to try to mend the damage and fix everything. But at some point, Allison was just way too hurt to even fix what had happened, and the damage couldn't be repaired. When they were talking about what happened, Allison brought up all these events that had happened in high school and all these problems and all these things that made Nicole seem bad that she was still upset about. Nicole couldn't figure out why her best friend never brought up these concerns and kept them bottled up for so long. She couldn't figure out why her best friend would be keeping these hurt feelings from her instead of just talking to her about it and explaining to her how she felt. By the time they finished talking and Allison got out all of her words, Nicole was left speechless and in tears. She couldn't believe all these problems that she was so oblivious to, and she knew that the damage could never be fixed. The two both went their separate ways after they finished talking. After that talk, the two were never the same again. They continued to be acquaintances because of their classes were together, they had activities together, they couldn't just ignore each other. It was pretty much impossible. However, their friendship was never the same. As Nicole thought more about what happened, she started to realize something important. She had other close friends that never once made her feel bad about getting into a relationship. In fact, sometimes her two other close friends, would go a couple weeks without even speaking to each other, but they would never lose their closeness or their friendship. They understood that everyone has their own life and relationships. As Nicole thought about it more, maybe her new relationship with her boyfriend was the test with her best friend that they didn't even know that they needed. It showed that something really could come between the two of them when they always thought nothing could. A couple months went by, and Allison told Nicole she was moving across town. When Nicole heard this and realized that she was going to be moving away, she assumed that she'd probably never see Allison again. She was hurt, but it was probably for the best. Nicole learned a very valuable lesson out of the whole situation. Sometimes you don't realize you're in a toxic friendship or relationship until you're out of it. A true friend would not hold on to a person's wrongs and hold it against them and bring them back up just to hurt that person intentionally. I think this overall moral of the story is sometimes you think that they are the most important people in your lives, but they're also the most toxic and they can hurt you the most. And to know that you need to know who your true friends are and who have your best interests at heart. Thank you.